This is Kyle Martin Paintings.
Hey, welcome to the Chicken Coop Studio, and welcome to my plein air painting YouTube channel. My name is Kyle Martin, and we've got big things for the channel today. We're going to be doing an unboxing video today. I don't know if you can guess who it came from. Judging by the packaging, this is a package from Golden Acrylics. It's a company that I've known about for a long time, and it's a company whose products I've used before, and I'm excited to open this box to see what they've sent us to review. So getting started and talking about with Golden Acrylics, I was a graphic design student in college, and I often say that my graphic design background has led to my shape-based interpretation of the landscape. And when I was in college, we would oftentimes go out as students and do some of the art happenings around town. Sometimes there would be paper shows going on at the Monona Terrace, which was a Frank Lloyd Wright building, or we would go to different events that art vendors would be doing around town in Madison. And on one evening, Golden Acrylics came to town. And this was back in either 1999 or 2000. And I think that they were set up at Lynn's art store on the west side of Madison. And I just dug these paint swatches out of my flat files that I had from college, and I still have the stuff that I got that evening when the Golden reps were giving a demonstration 25 years ago. And as you can see, these colors that are on this swatch sheet are just as vibrant as they were the day that I received them. I think on this evening, my friends from college and I went together. I'm pretty sure Pat Hasberg, who owns the bait shop in Madison now, and my friend Sharon and I think we all went together, and I think that we saw this demonstration. And the biggest takeaway, and the thing that I remember even more than hanging out with my friends, was this demonstration where she talked about the golden interface colors. I'll just hold this up to the camera right now, and I can remember the person who was giving the demonstration using these colors and showing us that when you paint these interface colors over the top of a white canvas, it just looks like sort of a cream color. But the minute that you put them over a black canvas, you get this sort of, well, to me, it almost looks like a seashell or a abalone shell or something like that. You get this very iridescent look to the acrylic paint. Another thing that I remember was this iridescent bright gold paints that they had. I mean, these things are chunky. It looks like a piece of fool's gold. So anyway, I was cleaning out my flat files, and it just so happens we got a box from Golden. I wanted to talk about my experience at Lynn's going to that demonstration of Golden Acrylics. And I've used a few different Golden products throughout the years. A lot of times I will tone my canvas with fluid acrylics. I'm not sure if they're called soft body or fluid acrylic from Golden. Every acrylic manufacturer has their own trade name for fluid acrylics. The fluid acrylics are really nice because they are longer paint, meaning that the consistency of it is more fluid and less like a heavy paste or something like that. So I've used the fluid acrylics. I've used the Golden open paint. 10 years ago, I was painting in my car a lot during the winter time. It was the year that the polar vortex was happening, and I was using Golden acrylics when I was painting in my vehicle. I made time-lapse videos of some of those painting sessions, and those are some of the first videos on this YouTube channel. Those are the two products that I have used a lot in the past couple of years. I love the Golden open range of oils. They stay workable for hours and hours. It's a slow drying acrylic, and it's also a very nice consistency, almost translucent in a way. They're a lot different than working with oil paint, and I happen to like the way that the paintings look that I have created with the open acrylics. I'll also say that with the open paints, they make a medium Golden open medium, and that is a very luxurious and a very interesting medium to use. I really enjoy using the Golden open paints with that Golden open medium. Let's open the box up and see what they sent us. All right, a piece of chipboard right off the top. I actually use this kind of chipboard to make viewfinders, and this is a nice surface to paint studies on as well. Wow. Oh my gosh, I have a Golden hoodie. Okay, I'm gonna go out and try and film a skateboard clip wearing this hoodie. It's got my favorite color, magenta on the top. This is a cool shirt, and it says So Flat Golden Matte Acrylics. Cool, they must have a new line of acrylics that are very matte. I am going to be wearing this shirt at the skate park sometime soon. It's too nice to paint in. Otherwise, I'd say I'd go painting in it. More colors, more texture. Golden So Flat acrylics. Here we have a sticker. I could put this on my skateboard or maybe on my easel. Here we have more colors, more textures, more unique products. So this looks like it details the entire golden line. The heavy body acrylics are what I traditionally think of when I think of golden paints. They come in just standard paint tubes and there's tons of colors. Very vibrant stuff. Here we have the golden open, slow drying acrylic colors. And this is made for plein air painting, believe it or not. They have a person set up here with their pochade box painting away. People also use it for printmaking because it won't dry out in the time that it takes to do a run of silkscreen colors. Here we have the So Flat matte colors. I'm not familiar with those. Here's those golden fluid acrylic colors. These are nice, heavily pigmented colors. If you're working on a acrylic primed or gessoed cotton duck canvas, this is a beautiful way to prime your canvas. I'm working a lot right now on oil primed linen, and so these products are not compatible with it, but I go back and forth. I use a little bit of everything. Here's the high flow acrylic colors. It looks like this is for doing some kind of effects, like if you were going to fill up a marker or a pouring technique. This might be a color that you're interested in. Golden gessos and grounds. I do have some golden gesso in the house now that I think about it. Really interesting stuff. Gels and pastes. I know in the high school that I work with, a lot of students are really interested in using some of the different golden mediums that we stock there. They have like some different impastos mediums, like heavy modeling paste and things like that. One of the senior painters, when I was teaching last year as a long-term sub, she did a dentist's view of somebody's teeth and she painted it so thick that it was like a 1/4 inch thick on the canvas. It was a beautiful painting. Here we have the mediums and additives. The one that I enjoy is called the open medium. Finally, they make some top coats and varnishes. Acrylic was introduced in I believe in the 1940s, 1950s, 1960s, something like that. And it was supposed to be a product that would eliminate the need for oil paint. Acrylic can do a lot of the things that oil paint can do. However, the tradition of oil painting carries on, and acrylic did not take over. However, it is a very popular paint. Here we have some hand-painted swatches. I just love getting swatches in the mail. Beautiful stuff. Here's the So Flat colors. I wonder if this is supposed to compete with the flash oil paints, because some of these really brilliant colors seem to be almost like sign painters colors for creating very flat areas of paint. And to me, that's kind of an interesting idea. I don't know if you can see it on here, but these are actually hand painted and they're affixed to this black piece of paper with an adhesive. So this is a really nice swatch sheet. So I'll keep this around. If there is any paint in here, hopefully I'll go out and paint with that paint and we can experiment with that. All right. Open acrylics, artist acrylics, thinner. I forgot there's a thinner for the open acrylics as well as a medium. So this is actually to dilute the open acrylics if you want to create a very fluid wash. And then I've got the tubes here of the golden opens. Oh, this is a nice little set. So we've got a lemon yellow color. It's benzie yellow. Buff titanium. This is almost like a Naples yellow light, but a little more neutral. We've got raw umber, phthalo green. This is a beautiful shade in golden open acrylics. I'm excited to be playing around with phthalo green. There's 2 phthalo greens in here. The rep who sent this to me obviously knew who they were dealing with because I love using my phthalo colors. Here we have a naphthol red light, very brilliant red. They also make a pyrrole red, I'm pretty sure, and that's a little bit more opaque and a little more brilliant, but that's a really nice red. Phthalo blue, one of my favorite colors. Here we have phthalo blue red shade. Interesting. Here we have a benzie yellow medium. So I've got my lemon and my yellow medium. That's perfect. Quinacridone magenta, titanium white, the staple, and carbon black. So I've got a nice little assortment of golden opens here. They also make this stuff in big tubes, tubes that are probably, this is 3/4 of an ounce. I think the big tubes are 2 or 3 ounces. And finally, let's see what we have here. Wow, the flat paints. This is so cool. And they sent a ton of them. Look at this. Oh my, I'm so happy that they sent me such a great assortment of colors. And that's everything that was in the box. To me, these almost seem like they're going to perform sort of like the flash paints, which is almost like a sign painting medium. There's some beautiful colors here. I'm already drawn to this sort of naphthol pink, these kind of coral colors. And then we have these beautiful turquoises and blue greens. There's a white, a lovely ultramarine, and this is a black. So this is going to be a really cool experiment to try all this stuff out and to experiment with it. I could envision some golden clear gesso and painting a beautiful piece of plywood, like a 3-ply, one of those little beige plywood sheets. I think it's called Luan plywood, and just gessoing it with a clear gesso and then going in and painting with some of these flat acrylics on top. I can probably come up with something. And these are the colors that I love to use as well. These corals and turquoises. That's home for me. These colors feel like home. And I just want to say thank you so much to Golden for sending me all this stuff. This is an extra large, so she knows that I like to wear baggy clothes. So thank you to the rep who sent all these cool products. I mean, I'm just up to my ears in golden acrylic paint right now. It almost feels like it's Christmas morning, but it feels like it's Christmas morning from someone who actually knew what to get me. These colors are great, and it's paint that I feel like I'm going to use. That's what we'll do. We'll get into some creative use for these paints, and we'll take it from there. Acrylic is such a flexible medium to use. Sometimes I've painted a painting in acrylic, and then I'll use a pastel prime on top of it, or a pastel gesso that adds texture to it. And then I'll go over the top of the acrylic painting with pastels. Because it's a water-based medium, you can use acrylic paint on top of a gouache painting or on top of a watercolor painting. Just such a flexible medium, and I'm excited to try it all out. And that's what we do on this channel, is we try out a lot of different things, and we have a lot of fun. Thanks, Golden. I'm really impressed with what you sent me. Look good, feel good, paint good. All right, thanks, Golden. You made my day. And thanks, everybody, for checking this video out. And thanks to you for watching this video from the Chicken Coop Studio. My name is Kyle. Let's do this again soon.